And a very good evening to you, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome along to Does Football Stand. Get on the correct screen would be pretty helpful indeed. Very warm welcome to Does Football Stand today. Just do that. Right, hope you're all doing very, very well. My name's Double Johnson. Great to have your company on this Tuesday night. I'm Double Johnson. Already said that. Thank you very much for joining us for this EFL Trophy, or as I like to call it, the Pizza Trophy match between high-flying Plymouth Argyle and Cheltenham Town. Two League One sides going head-to-head in this match. Cheltenham struggling in the league, in League One. Plymouth high-flying in the league at the moment. Very warm welcome if you have tuned in tonight. Don't mind me, I'm just currently trying to get the lineups written up on my phone very, very quickly. How are you all though? Hope you're all doing very, very well indeed. Do us a favour first of all before we get into anything. Do drop us a like on the stream. Might get one or two Plymouth fans joining even there, because it is Plymouth. I thought I'd do a different game tonight rather than because I can't really be asked to watch Liverpool Real Madrid, because we just know what's going to happen with that is Real Madrid are going to win hopefully. But yeah, I thought why not? I've got nothing else to do today, so I thought we'll do this game because this looks like a decent game. And certainly with the way Plymouth have been playing this season, who knows what they could do? They could probably, if they play the cards right for the rest of the season, they will be in the Championship. Fingers crossed for them next season. Be great for a few guys I know. Harvey Wazavir, who made the thumbnail for tonight's stream, by the way. Mr. Liam Martin. Of course, you all know Mr. Liam Martin. And Jack Edwards as well, who's also a Plymouth Argyle fan as well. And I think if you look at the table, you got Plymouth, Sheffield Wednesday, Ipswich, Derby, etc. all sort of battling for the promotion places. If anyone's going to get it this season, Plymouth and Sheffield Wednesday. I think it'd be between them to actually win the league. And Liam's just sent me a message saying Argyle 0, Cheltenham 0 would have been nice. Mate, I'm not a Plymouth Argyle fan, so I do not call you Argyle tough. I'm not a Plymouth Argyle fan, am I? So, if I decide not to call him Argyle, I'll do what I like. I'll get to you comments in a moment, everyone. Make sure you get them in. Get your predictions in as well before kick-off comes in just over 25 minutes time at Home Park. Games taking place on Sky Sports Football and Sky Sports main event tonight. Now last time we did this we had decent views because it was of the Hartlepool's game against Rotherham. If you remember last season in the semi-final, Hartlepool undeservingly lost to Rotherham United. Bit gutted for them, but at the end of the day it was a penalty shootout, and that's what happens on penalties. You blaze a penalty over, you missed a penalty, that can cost you massively. And that was sadly the case. Rotherham did end up winning the final against Sutton United, wasn't it? Something like, yeah, Sutton United, I think it is. They were playing against Sutton anyway, and they did all right. Let's be honest with you, they did okay. So there you go. Right, I think I've got the two teams written in. Yeah, we go. So I'll have that ready for in a moment. Let's have a look at if I can. Oh, my legs are killing me. Oh, been out doing quite a lot of walking today, so my legs are absolutely killing me at the minute. Spare me a sec. Drops a like if I've already done so. Plymouth to get promoted, 2-0 Plymouth. I reckon Plymouth will get promoted. That's from Sam McNeil. And Liam in the chat. 2-0 Argyle is my prediction. What your prediction does. 3-1 Argyle. I just think, if being honest with you, I called you Argyle, well, tough. I normally call you Plymouth, don't I? I call you Plymouth just to pay you off normally, and I don't support Argyle, so no point me calling you Argyle. Anyhow, I reckon you'll win, because you look at your form this season. At home, you seem to be pretty impeccable. Obviously, you drew against Fleetwood, which wasn't a good result for you the other week. At the weekend, I beg your pardon. Then, obviously, a few weeks ago, you lost to Port Vale at home So, but apart from that, you've been pretty impeccable at home this season, and averaging probably well over 2 goals a game. So, and Cheltenham's away record, and I know Cheltenham's record in the Premier League. Why do I keep saying Premier League? Because I'm not used to doing League One teams. That's why. You look at Cheltenham's record in League One, and obviously their away record isn't brilliant. I mean, they have just been getting battered by 1 or 2 teams. Obviously got finished by Barnsley. I think they got beat Peterborough and etc. So they're not they're not that great. However, they've done well to get to this stage of the competition. But I think in fairness, I think you'll take it, because I think you've got far too much quality in your team. And what I am surprised on, I don't know whether it's just me, because obviously I don't follow. I mean, I've been keeping an eye out here and there on Plymouth's scores, etc. Obviously for you, Liam. But one thing I am surprised is Sam Cosgrove has been all right for you this season, but he's on the bench. Ryan Hardy's on the bench, which I had a feeling he would be on the bench. Vin Azar's starting. The one thing that does surprise me looking at these lineups is the fact that Sam Cosgrove and Gillespie as well is on the bench. I'd have thought, if it's me, I thought they would have been, in the actual starting 11. But then again, I'm not, I'm not a Plymouth fan, so I'm not really. I mean, I can say what I want, but at the same time, it might not be correct, because I don't know. I haven't watched Plymouth that much this season. I've been keeping an eye on them even here, but I don't know who starts every 5 seconds for them. I mean, what do you expect? Wonder how many fans Plymouth will bring to Borough next season. If it's let's be honest, I think it depends on when it is. If it's in the winter, they'll be lucky to bring 1,000, because it's absolutely Baltic up here in the winter. I'll tell you that for a fact. So, I mean, I think they might bring about 1,000, but if they bring more than 1,000, then fair play, because it's a mammoth journey. Really is a mammoth journey. Going from Plymouth to Middlesbrough, it's a long, long journey, I have to say. I've done Middlesbrough to Cornwall. That was a long journey. So, it is what it is. Just putting it on live. I'm not expecting to get too many people in the stream. We might get some League One fans in the stream here and there, but I don't think we'll get too much today, obviously. But at the end of the day, I'm not really that worried. I didn't really want to be watching the Liverpool game anyway, with the way Liverpool have been. If they get promoted, well, they've got to get promoted first, but I think they'd probably bring about 1,000, maybe just less. I don't know, because we'd probably give them, I think our initial allocation would be probably about 1,000, and then probably give them a bit more if they sort that. But we're a little bit tight on occasions. I call us Argyle because it just sounds daft saying, "Now I'm going to Plymouth game today." It's I'm going to the Plymouth game today. Just doesn't sound right whatsoever. No, it won't to you, because you're an Argyle fan, mate. It does to me, though. We said, I'm going to the Plymouth game today. That would sound right for me, because I'm not a Plymouth fan. It makes sense. Of course, it won't make sense if you're an Argyle fan yourself. Of course, you're going to say, I'm going to the Argyle game today. Same with Borough. I mean, I live in Borough. I live in Middlesbrough. I live in Teesside. And I don't go around saying, no, I'm going to the Middlesbrough match today. I'd say, I'm going to the Borough game today, because in Middlesbrough we call them Borough. So it's only if you don't support that club that you say, I'm going to watch the Middlesbrough match today, or I'm going to watch the Plymouth match, I'm going to watch I'm going to go and watch the Manchester United match, the Manchester City match. United fans would say, I'm going to the United game, I'm going to the City game, you name it, unless you're not a fan of that, unless you're not an actual fan of that club specifically, then it makes sense, doesn't it, really, to be honest. I mean, Sam McNeil, I don't know. I mean, I don't know what to say in Bournemouth, because Bournemouth is Bournemouth, or you could say Cherries. I'm going to, in Bournemouth, you're not going to say, I'm going to go and watch the Bournemouth. I'm going to go and watch the Cherries. Like, I don't know, because, I mean, Sam can probably correct me, because he's a Bournemouth fan himself. Do you say you're going to the Bournemouth game? Do you say you're going to the Cherries? Or what do you say? I think Plymouth will fall off. I wouldn't be surprised. I mean, they've been a bit inconsistent this season. That draw, that draw against Sheffield Wednesday was massive, and they have got a good draw. They did get they've dropped 2 points against Plymouth, let's be honest. Plymouth should not have got a last-minute equaliser, let's be honest with that. An Ipswich fan would say that, obviously, but, Ipswich will have classed it as 2 points dropped against, don't get me wrong, against a really, really good side, but a side that they need to beat if they're going to get promoted. And if you look at the table this season in League One, and it's very tight, very, very tight this season in League One. You've got Sheffield United, Sheffield Wednesday, and Plymouth both on 68 points. They're battling for top spot. Ipswich 8 points behind, and the bad news for them is that Sheffield Wednesday do have a game in hand. So let's be honest. If anyone's going to go up, it's going to be Sheffield and Plymouth. It's not going to be Ipswich. Let's be honest. It's not going to be Ipswich. Let's be truthfully honest, is it? Ipswich, Bolton. They could make a final push, but I don't think they're going to get there. Let's be honest with you. 14 games to go though. 14 cup finals for all the teams there. Plymouth should not have got a last-minute equaliser. I don't know what game you were watching when we fully deserted and equalised 100%. I'm saying that's what Ipswich fans would have been saying, because for Ipswich that would have been 2 big points dropped against a team that they had to win in order to actually climb up the table and catch up to you. We say we're going to Bournemouth game. Oh, right. Okay, so I suppose people say things differently, but I say we're going to the Borough game. Liam says going to the Argyle game. I suppose it depends. It depends. I'm surprised you don't say going to watch the Cherries or anything. Interesting. Right, drop us a like on the stream if you haven't already done so. Make sure you get your predictions in and share the stream around on socials, because I'm not very hopeful for tonight's stream, but there you go. Deserved. Stupid me typing 2 whisk. Typing 2 whisk again. Good English. Very good English. Oh dear. Right, we're going to go on to the starting lineups anyway. Enough of all that garbage. Let's have a look at the lineups. Starting off with the visitors, Cheltenham Town. Their lineup is as follows. In goal, number 1, Luke Southwood. Number 2, Sean Long. Number 5, Charlie Raglan. Number 8 is Liam Sercom. Number 10, Alfie May. Number 15, Will Ferry. Number 22, Ryan Jackson. 23, Elliot Bonds. Number 27, Aidan Keener. Number 28, Taylor Perry. And against his former team, number 32, Ryan Broom. Or as I called him, Broomstick by accident. And he's actually the guy who's on the thumbnail as well. I'll leave him just putting boo, boo. And the starting lineup for Plymouth Argyle. In goal, number 25, Callum Burton. Number 2, James Bolton. Number 4, Jordan Horton. I think I said that wrong. 7, Matt Butcher. Number 8, Joe Edwards. Number 10, Danny Mayer. Number 11, Niall Ennis. Number 14, Mikel Miller. Number 18, Finn Aziz. Get me teeth in. Number 18, Finn Azaz. Number 22, Brendan Galloway. Said him wrong. Yeah, I thought so. How was it pronounced? Is it... Let's have a look. Jordan Houghton, is it? Jordan Houghton? Jordan Houghton? Jordan Houghton? It's Jordan Houghton, isn't it? Yeah, Jordan Houghton, I think. 3-0 Plymouth, says Sam Pinder. Hello. I've always wanted Plymouth to go up, to be honest. Good club with great fans. With good fans that actually travel a heck of a long distance every season with the away games. Yeah, so it's Jordan Houghton. No, I beg your pardon. Yeah, I thought I'd got that wrong. Yeah, Ryan Broom up against his former team today, obviously, for Cheltenham Town. Also got Alfie May, player to watch out for. He will most likely score. He's been scoring quite a lot of goals for Cheltenham this season. Also, you've got Liam Sercombe's a decent midfielder as well to look out for. He's scored here and there as well. So I don't think it'll be as straightforward for Plymouth as I think a lot of people expect. I don't forget Alfie May did score against Plymouth last time. They're just showing the goal again. I mean, it's a nice finish on the left foot, but I think they ended up losing 4-2 in the end there. But this will be an interesting game. It'll be an interesting game, and it's a different game, isn't it? You know, I mean, it's a different game. It's not like the sort of games you would expect to see on here, like, you know, the likes of Premier League, Championship, Champions League, you name it. Don't forget, I am back live on Thursday night for United Barcelona, second leg. That's going to be a cracking match. Looking forward to that. I travel long distances for Argyle, being Sheffield Wednesday, Ipswich and Derby. They travel further than anyone else, mate. Yeah, I was going to say, they do travel. They travel quite they travel some distance, you know, with the Argyle. They're a very, very good following every single game. I mean, they took over 2,000, didn't they? I think they took over 2,500 or something to Derby County. And I tell you what, they were rewarded for the efforts in the end. 2-0 down. They won 3-2. It was a brilliant comeback for them. So, and I can't lie, I love seeing Derby lose. If you haven't already done so, drop us a like. I've got a big can of Iron Brew today. I went out to Poundland. I was in Poundland earlier on. They didn't have any of the extras, so I've had to settle for normal. I've had some pancakes, or should I say flop cakes, because they've been completely different sizes. I had one that ended up as a squircle, so a very strange circle. I had one that was one that tore apart, and I had one that was like a wrap because it just folded over. It's fair to say I shouldn't be making pancakes because I'm awful at it. My dad did it first time, got a full round one out. I was like, oh, yeah, beginner's luck. I'm trying to do it, and obviously happy Pancake Day. I'm trying to do pancakes, and they're either like wraps or they're just random shapes. I just couldn't get it. I can't seem to get the knack of it. Oh, and that's after I flipped one up and ended up with half in the pan and half on the floor. So the floors had a bit of a pancake as well. So I'm sure that's enjoyed it as well. I had pancakes with ice cream on it and strawberry sauce. Oh, so you had it as sort of like a pudding in a way, because you can get pancakes with ice cream and stuff in like dessert shops and stuff. I'm boring. I just put sugar on them. I'm boring, unfortunately. So I just put sugar on them. I thought pancakes with ice cream was a dessert. You can get that as a dessert. Oh, I don't know. All right, fair enough. Anyways, aye. How did your pancakes go? What did you have on your pancakes? Or have you not had any pancakes and you're boring? Like, I mean, let's be honest. Who doesn't on Pancake Day? Well, I suppose anyone who doesn't want to be fat. So, do us a favour, drop us a like on stream. We'll open the Iron Brew at some point. Once the game has already started. Don't forget to keep an eye out on the channel, because I am back live on Thursday for United versus Barcelona. And then also, I'm live again on Sunday for the big one. It's Manchester United versus Newcastle United in the EFL Cup final. So I'll be live for that. So I'm looking forward to that. As you can see, I'm in my bower top just because I couldn't find anything else to put on. And I had this on. I mean, I've had this on most of the days, and I just couldn't be bothered to get changed. So there you go. Right here. So I've gone through the lineups. Let's just have a look at once again. The players are on the bench, by the way, for Plymouth. They've got Parks on the bench, Macaulay Gillespie, Ryan Hardy, Sam Cosgrove, all amongst the bench. Also Jay Matete, who I think a lot of people might not think he's on loan. Correct me if I'm wrong. I believe he's on loan from Sunderland or Crystal Palace, or was that a different Matete? I might be thinking of the wrong one. I'm going Barnsley. I'm going to Barnsley, and Accrington's on a Tuesday night. Oh, enjoy! You'll get home late then. I'll be going to Wembley if we get there as well. You got to get the tickets first, and you got to get there first. You got to beat Cheltenham, which I think, in all honesty, Cheltenham will probably get beat, but I do think they might make a decent account of themselves. So I think Cheltenham will score, and if anyone's going to score, it's going to be Alfie May. You know, we all know. So there you go. What's this to show us? Currently Norwich 0, Birmingham 0 is the live EFL Championship clash today. Birmingham in a bit of trouble. They're getting punished by the EFL. I believe for financial reasons. Practically a full stadium for this game at Home Park. I've been told, well, I was told by Harvey, who is actually works as I think he works as a student. Pilgrim Pete is the mascot for Plymouth Argyle. He's just currently, I don't know if you've seen this on the screen, he's currently at the side of the pitch in front of the stand where Liam normally sits. He's doing press-ups. Doing press-ups at the side of the pitch. Gave up and just flopped on the floor. I'll have to record that because that's I'll have to record that and show the lads because that's I'll have to show the Plymouth lads that because that's pretty amusing, I've got to say. I found that's quite amusing. Oh, I'm still on the lineup screen. Apologies. Yeah, I'll have to show the lads that because that's quite amusing. 1, 2, 3. Oh, never mind. Pilgrim Pete is Plymouth's mascot. That was quite amusing, I have to say. I found that rather amusing. That was funny. Oh, there's Shuey for Plymouth. Schumacher getting his pre-match interview. No idea what he's on about because it's muted. Stephen Schumacher. I thought Schumacher was a Formula 1 driver, to be honest with you. Made the pancake, put ice cream and sauce on it. So I made the pancake, then I put sauce and ice cream on it. You've literally just repeated the same sentence, mate. I made the pancake and put ice cream and sauce in it. So I made the pancake, then I put sauce and ice cream on it. And that's practically the same as you've just put in that sentence, mate. Talk about repeating yourself. Talk about repeating yourself. Talk about repeating yourself. Talk about repeating yourself. Sorry, I'm on a broken record. I was just taking the pee there, wasn't I? You gotta love my sense of humour. One of my mates, he was watching the football the other day, and his girlfriend came in and said, "Right, you got a choice of either the football or go upstairs with me and have a bit of, this, that, blah, blah, blah." And he said, "Okay, give me 90 minutes to think about it." Right. There you go. Right here. Let's let me send this to the lads because that was quite amusing, actually. Yeah, full stadium practically at Plymouth ground. Pilgrim Pete, I think he's called. There'll be a good atmosphere because I know Plymouth's atmosphere this season has been fairly good. Well, as far as I know. Do you know? I think this is I think this is only the. Is this only the second or third time they've been on Sky Sports this season? I think I remember them being on Sky Sports against Exeter. I don't think they've been on Sky Sports for any other games, have they? So I can't remember. They'll be on Sky Sports, I think, a few times come the end of this season. Ladies and gentlemen, this is the EFL Trophy. Please welcome your two teams, Cheltenham and Plymouth Argyle. All the best, lads. Yeah. Is Jamie Mackey, is that? Oh no, it's Joby McAnuff. Oh, Joby McAnuff. Oh, right. Can't wait for the NBA tonight. That's nice. You like hoops, do you? You like hoops? Yes. I prefer the ready salted hoops, to be honest with you. Some Argyle fans are holding up pieces of paper saying Wembley. Right. It's on at 1 a.m. Watch it, mate. Nah, I'll be in bed by then, mate. Then that's the Jana song, I believe, playing in the background there at Plymouth's ground. This is the EFL Trophy. Here is today's starting lineup. Started off with Cheltenham Town. In goal number 1, Luke Southwood. Number 2, Sean Long. Number 5, Charlie Raglan. Number 8, Liam Sercombe. Number 10, Alfie May. Number 15, Will Ferry. Number 22, Ryan Jackson. 23, Elliot Bonds. 27, Aidan Keener. 28, Taylor Perry. And against his former team, number 32, Ryan Broom. And for Argyle, in goal number 25, Callum Burton. Number 2, James Bolton. Number 4, Jordan Houghton. Number 7, Matt Butcher. Number 8, Joe Edwards. Number 10, Danny Mayer. Number 11, Niall Ennis. 14, Michael Miller. 18, Finn Azaz. And 22, Brendan Galloway. This is the EFL Trophy. This is Plymouth Argyle versus Cheltenham Town. Best of luck to both teams. And let's go! As the Plymouth fans are all singing the Jana song in the background. Ryan Broom there against his former team. Spent last season on loan at Plymouth. He had a spell there, didn't he? You don't like American sports, do you? You're not the biggest fan of them. It's not that. It's just one of stupid times. One of daft times for United Kingdom. I'm not interested in basketball. There is British basketball, but I'm not interested in basketball. Boxing and wrestling, I don't really have much interest in. Like, American football is like the worst sport in the world, let's be honest. Not many people like that. Unless it's the Super Bowl, then there you go. So, game already underway then, ladies and gentlemen. This is Plymouth Argyle versus Cheltenham Town. Let's see how these teams get on. Best of luck, of course. And I am hoping for the lads that Plymouth can get themselves a win.
It is important to remember that this is a semi-final tie. Of course, it is a one-off tie. There's no second leg. And if scores are level after 90 minutes, there will be no extra time. Penalties will be the only item on the agenda after the final whistle. It could be a stressful night. It could be a glorious night, depending on which side you are supporting.
It's always a stressful night on the sidelines when you're a manager, Stowley.
Well, ball back in the gloves of Luke Southwood. Looking to get Cheltenham Town onto the front foot. Of course, these two sides in contrasting positions in the League One table. Plymouth Argyle in second, Cheltenham Town in 19th.
Ball goes all the way back to the Plymouth goalkeeper. Sorry, I beg your pardon, the Cheltenham goalkeeper. Right, Argyle are going from right to left. Cheltenham going from left to right in this first half.
A few issues in that Cheltenham defence and a bit of a reshuffle needed. So again, very, very important, certainly from Plymouth's point of view, to go and test that out, and certainly from Cheltenham, you know, how quick can they settle into this slightly altered formation they play.
I ask you, Jack thinks Home Park is one of the best stadiums in the world. No chance. No chance, mate. It's a typical Plymouth thing to say, that is, mate. Oh, I need to close the predictions. That might help. I haven't done that. I was going to say, there's no way that it's the best. There's no way whatsoever. My predictions are now closed, so to be honest with you, Harry Doherty's actually lucky. I've put it on the... Never mind, I put it in using the Wong account because I'm on the Singing Channel account. I completely forgot to change again. Oh well, never mind. Wrong account, but tough. Anyway, predictions are now closed anyway. 3 minutes into this game. There's something blocking that camera. There's not stadiums in the Championship or in League One that are the best. NBA isn't until Friday. Sad shame. Right then, if you have just tuned in, welcome along to the stream. My name's Darryl Johnson, great to have your company, and fingers crossed that tonight we have an entertaining game. Let me switch back onto the original, let me switch onto my actual thing. To my channel, will be good. Argyle coming forward here with Danny May, and it's Miller, swings it into the box. It's a good opportunity, cleared out for a corner. First corner of the game goes to the Greens. Drops a like on stream if you haven't already done so, by the way.
This is what they need to do really early. Brilliant bit of wing play there. Whips it into that area, and as you say, Raglan does really well.
That's a good.
Just to divert it off for a corner.
Everybody back here for Cheltenham Town.
Corner for Argyle. It's an in-swinger to the far post. It's headed away. And 2 players down in the penalty area. Referee's given nothing. And in the end, a bit of a waste, really. Ball was on the right-hand side, and Cheltenham win the 4. Let's have a look here. Oh, well. I mean, there was a bit of shirt pulling in that penalty area, so. I suppose you could make an argument that probably should have been a penalty, but I don't know. I mean, there is a bit of a shirt pull in there, but I don't know. By the way, keep me up to date with the Champions League games as well, by the way, if you don't mind. Actually, I'll get the goal updates. I normally do, don't I? I'll get the goal updates up. Let's have a look. Every Saturday we follow the boys in red. Currently Championship. Oh, hello. Swansea 1, Stoke 2, and Morgan Whittaker scored for Swansea. Stoke are now leading by 2-1. The other games: Blackburn 0, Bolton 0, Millwall 0, Burnley 0, Norwich 0, Birmingham 0, and it's currently Rotherham 1, Sunderland 0. Get in! Sad shame. Fleetwood 0, Cambridge 0, and Morecambe 0, Port Vale 0 in League 1. In League 2, game of interest really is Hartlepool versus Newport. If any other games you want me to let you know about, let me know. Miller in the box. Bye! A good one from Miller, actually. He receives the ball from from Danny May. Miller just holding off a defender under his right foot. He just hits the shot, gets his foot well underneath it and sends that over the bar. It was closer to Exeter, that was. Oh, dear me, completely fluffed it. It's like a shot on fever, that. Yeah, I'll keep an eye on the Hartlepool game. Bloody hell, Liverpool have the lead against Real Madrid. What, inside the first 5 minutes? Oh my word. I wasn't expecting that. I was not expecting that. Liverpool lead already. Oh my god. Napoli drawing against... Napoli drawing 0-0 away to Frankfurt. Liverpool are winning. I can't believe that. I can't believe that. I really can't. Danny May's playing well, I have to say, for Plymouth on this left-hand side. What a good pass that wasn't. From Houghton, that was. Oh, long ball all the way back to the goalkeeper, Callum Burton, who is in goal, who's now the #1 goalkeeper for Plymouth at the moment, because their main goalkeeper, who's been brilliant for them this season, is actually out injured till the rest of the. He's injured now until the rest of the season, which is a shame for him because he's a really, really good goalkeeper for Argyle this season. And that is, of course, Michael Cooper. So he's out injured. So they're relying on what would be their second choice goalkeeper. But now this season is now going to be their first choice for the moment. Barnett 1-1. Oh dear. Niall Ennis there. Another player who scored in the 2-0 win against Cheltenham this season. The 1-4-2 as well. At home, Plymouth in, I think the EFL, was it the EFL Cup, I believe, they won 4-2 at home to them as well. Oh no, that was Charlton. That was Charlton, I beg your pardon. Sorry. Free kick taken quickly, but referee was not ready, so he's asked him to take it again. I believe this goes to penalties if this is a draw. I think I remember rightly after last year. Hello, Yin Yang. Hello. 1-0 Liverpool. Oh no, tell me about it. Unbelievable, man. Unbelievable. Oh well. It is what it is. Up your nose, everyone. The Iron Blue's open. Up your nose. Post. Anyone else who's watching this game in the Peter Trophy, 100% watch out for Alfie May. Although Cheltenham have just made a mistake, and here come Argyle coming forward, left hand side. Danny May against the defender onto his right foot, still on his right foot, plays it into the box. It's cleared away pretty comfortably in the end. Good start, I have to say. Danny May, I know a few people have, I know a few of the lads have been saying he's been decent, but he's really playing well. He looks like the man who could do something for Plymouth in this game tonight. He's doing well. Long ball from Ryan Broom. It was towards Alfie May, but in the end headed away pretty comfortably for Argyle. It's gone all the way back to the goalkeeper, Luke Southwood. He's got the ball right on the edge of the penalty area. He's just moving it slowly into his own box, and then he's just flicked it up into his gloves. 10.5 minutes in, Plymouth 0, Cheltenham 0 in the EFL Trophy. Excuse me, in the EFL Trophy semi-final. Not been a bad game so far. Argyle certainly been the better of the two sides. The Wobbins are struggling to really make anything. But there's an opportunity. Bye! That's gone over the stadium, and that's gone to Portsmouth. It was offside anyway.
Just looks like he's gone a bit early again.
Was just offside, I have to say. Aidan Keenan and... I don't know who had the shot in the end there, but bloody hell. I think it practically went out of the stadium. That was closer to Portsmouth, that was. A Barnet are winning. Harry Doherty will be happy about that then. That's a poor header back. It's a corner. That's a really poor header back from Will Ferry. And it's led to a Plymouth corner. I would say about 11 or 12,000. Not exactly a full stadium for... not a full stadium at Home Park today. Probably a good 11, 12,000 though. That's not a bad ball. And probably a good 200 away fans. I mean, I haven't bought too many Cheltenham, but it's a bit of a journey on a Tuesday night. In a trophy that, let's be honest, it'll be Plymouth or Bolton that win it probably. So Niall Ennis couldn't find a way out, and that's ended up going out to play for Cheltenham 4. Not a bad start. Barnet had a disallowed goal before, probably scored about 5. Wade Elliott won the 2015 EFL Trophy as a player with Bristol City. Back when it was, I think, the EFL Trophy. Now it's the Papa John's Trophy. We've had the Johnston's Pen Trophy, the Football League Trophy, now the EFL Trophy, and Papa John's Trophy, you name it now. So it's a trophy that's had multiple different names. Norwich are leading Birmingham by a goal to 0 in the Championship. Good opportunity. Miller just couldn't get onto that. Really good challenge. It was a mistake by him as well, so he did well to cover up Charlie Raglan there. He actually won the goal kick, which I'm surprised. I would have thought it was going to be a corner, that. I can't lie. So goal kick for Cheltenham. I think Stephen Schumacher will be the happier of the two managers so far. I don't think he'll be too chuffed about the fact that they haven't got themselves in front. They've had one or two decent opportunities. They're just lacking a little bit in the final third on occasions, Argyle. I can't lie, him and Ryan Law look a little bit like each other. They look a bit similar. You know, Edgar Davids was a Barnet. Was he? Ha! Edgar Davids. Bloody hell, there's a name. That name rings a bell. He's on the... isn't he on Louis van Gaal's coaching team for the Dutch team? Dutch legend he is. Edgar Davids. Oh. Decent player back in the day. I can't remember who he played for now. I think he played in the Premier League, didn't he? I never knew he was a Barnet though. I never knew that. Is that actually true? Let's have a look. I mean, I'm not saying it's not true, but I'm saying it's actually true. I just want to find out for myself. That's a good opportunity. Alfie May with a shot. Another shot takes deflection, goes out for a corner. Senior career. Oh yeah, he played 36 games in 2012. Started at Ajax. Had a little spell. He didn't have big spells, did he, at clubs? The maximum appearances he made was 159, and it was only about 6 years he was at one club. Barca on loan into Spurs, Ajax, Palace at one point, Barnet. Yes, Masker leading against Nantwich. Way! We've scored away from home. We've scored a goal. We've scored a goal. We've scored a goal. We scored a goal. We've scored a goal. We've scored a goal. We've scored a goal. Hey, he made 74 appearances for Netherlands, didn't he? I never knew that. He finished his career at Barnet. You'd have thought he'd have finished his career in Holland. A bit of pushing and shoving in the penalty area from a corner, which has led to a Plymouth free kick. Muscleed, cross from the right, headed home by Day. Oh my days. 2-0 Liverpool. Oh my God. What's happening to me? If Real Madrid get battered at Anfield, then they're heading out. I can't believe this. Real Madrid have not lost to Liverpool since 2009. And that was 4-0. 2-0. Bloody Salah. Oh my word. Blackburn 1-0.
Slightly negative moments for both as well. Plenty for the coaches to get their heads around.
I don't know what's going on. I don't know what's going on with... I've no idea what's happening with Real Madrid, but they must be falling apart at the minute. I had them to win 2-1, I think. When it comes to playing at the Bernabeu, though, Real Madrid will win. Real Madrid do normally win at the Bernabeu, so they should win, let's be honest there. God, I wasn't expecting that, though. 2-0 in 15 minutes. Is it going to be Man City versus Real Madrid all over again? Plymouth with a throw-in. Nearly 18 minutes into this EFL Trophy semi-final. Don't forget, a place at Wembley awaits the winner of tonight's match. Will it be Plymouth or will it be Cheltenham? Don't forget, tomorrow night is also the second semi-final, which unfortunately I won't be available to do tomorrow night. So sorry about that. And that's Accrington taking on Bolton in the second semi-final. That's a ball through. Surely he's offside. No, he's on. It's Alfie May into the centre. Ooh, I tell you what. Jesus. Good challenge, but bloody hell, like, Argyle just fell asleep. Alfie May was onside. I thought he was off. Yep. Oh, he is onside. Well, he's miles away. He's well away, Alfie May. He plays it into the centre. It's just behind. Goes behind the attacker. Really, Alfie May should have just hit the shot himself, because he normally scores from them sort of angles. Phone from Jackson. Ryan Boom's trying to win it there. Ryan Jackson does. And that's out off an Argyle play. It's 4-2 Cheltenham. Cheltenham playing well the last couple of minutes now. Starting to find ways through this Argyle defence, which has been pretty good for most of the season. Certainly at home. The referee's seen something in the penalty area he doesn't like, so the throw-in for Cheltenham's been delayed.
Certainly, it's what you would expect. You know, the balls, you know it's going to come in long, so you're trying to make sure you're going to get contact. Don't let anyone get a free run or get that first contact, and that ball comes in.
After all that, he goes short. To Broom. Jackson again.
Jackson with fake. That's offside. Yeah, Ryan Boom knew he was offside, so he just let the ball go out for a goal kick. That was a great chance of Alfie May. Great one as well down the left-hand side. So he probably should have he probably could have had a go there. He could have had a go. So he could have just had a go there, and he decides to play it across the penalty area to Taylor Perry. It wasn't. It was nowhere near him, really. It was a poor pass. But there's big chances like that if you're the opponent side at home park, they're the sort of chances that you need to be taken. You've got to take chances like that. if you're against Argyle, who will probably no doubt punish them now for that. That would have made things very, very interesting. Don't forget, though, the last round, Argyle were 3-0 down against Wimbledon, right? And then they bloody equalised to 3-3. I mean, how crap must Real Madrid be to be losing 2-0 to Liverpool, who have been one of the worst sides this season? They've been dreadful this season. They're starting to pick a little bit of form up here and there, but they've been crap all season. Left-hand side, it's going to come into the box. Danny May leaves it. He laid it off towards Jordan Houghton. Cheltenham won it back, but have lost possession once again now.
Cheltenham Town more than happy to hit on the break if the opportunity presents itself.
Oh! I've missed out on the lineups. I forgot to put bloody Wilson. How have I done that? I've missed out a player on the Argyle lineup. I didn't mention number 5 on the lineup. 2-0 now, it's against Birmingham. Miller tries to pull it back. Oh, dear me. How have I missed a player out? I never saw number 5 on my lineup. Oh, I must have forgotten. Yeah, James Wilson. Oh, I missed out James Wilson. How have I done that? How have I missed out James Wilson? I can't believe that. I thought I hadn't read out 11 names in the start lineup. Well done. That's a pen. Ha! He's given a free kick for diving. Ah, Real Madrid have scored. Vinny Jr. Good. Wow. Let's have a look here. It was brilliant. Brilliant from Brendan Galloway, and then, well, Ryan Jackson comes in. In actual fact, Brendan Galloway has actually ended up kicking Ryan Jackson's leg. Goes down. Yeah, it's the correct decision. It's never a penalty. Not a penalty in a million years. So, it's the right decision from the referee, in fairness. I don't even know who the referee is for this match. Who is this ref? He looks like he's in his 70s. He looks like he's in his 60s. Who's the ref? Lewis. Robert Lewis.
Still, it was a good moment of attacking intent and a scare for Cheltenham Town as well.
Yeah, it was. I don't think he needed to go down. I think he had an opportunity.
Well, he's a near-fell ref, but I've never heard of him.
Or at least
How was that not a pen cheating frauds? Mate, it wasn't a pen in a million years. He ended up kicking. He kicked Ryan Jackson's leg and went down. It was the correct decision. It was never a penalty in a million years, mate. Even if there was VAR wouldn't have given it. It's never a penalty, mate. I thought it was a first and then saw the replay. And there's no way it's a penalty. He kicks Ryan Jackson and goes down, tries to get a penalty. So, it's the right decision. I tell you what, Cheltenham haven't bought that many, have they? I know it's a long journey, but it's a semi-final. Oh, bye! This is where Liam's going to be calling them cheating frauds every 5 seconds. Shock horror, of course you say that. Mate, it's true. Watch the replay for yourself. He kicks him in the leg. He kicks Ryan Jackson in the leg. He does not get fouled. What I'll do is I'll go back and I'll record it for you. I'll record the replay for you because there's no way it's a penalty in a million years. at first glance it looked like a penalty, but you look at the replay, it's not a penalty in a million years. See, he actually kicks Ryan Jackson. It's not a pen. You wouldn't have got it in the Premier League either. It's not a pen. There's no way that that's a penalty in a million years. I mean, even I would. Mate, even if I was watching the neutral, I wouldn't have given it. 2-0 Mask. Hey! Please don't bottle it now. About time we were winning a game. Do us a favour and check the mailbox. No. A naughty 2-0 Norwich. Hello, famous. What's his name? Famous man, as you call me normally.
Again from Bolton. Houghton. Just about through the Mayor, who's happy to swivel.
It's not a penalty. I tell you what, some of the crosses from Plymouth have been crap. 2-0 Mask. Oh, what a surprise. Is this the way to Chimmalilo? Every night I've been hugging my pillow, dreaming dreams of Chimmalilo. That's what I chant. Chimmalilo scores for Mask again. Naughty 2-0 Norwich. Ah, yeah, you think you're coming for Bowen, mate? You're miles away from us. You know where near was? Yeah, you know where near was. Is this the way to the Premier? Is this the way to the playoffs? No. You're on 49 points, we're on 57. Keep up. Go on, Mask. About time we were actually winning again. Good opportunity. Oh, his first touch took it away from him. See you in the playoffs, famous man. I don't think so, mate. Be lucky if you get up there. You've got to play at the Riverside Stadium, where you've only lost twice at home this season in the league.
To keep the move alive for Cheltenham Town here. The offside flag is eventually raised.
Somehow offside.
Against Taylor Ferry. Another nearly moment then, just moments ago for Plymouth Argyle.
Yeah, and they're certainly asking the question. Lovely little bit of play there from Finnazaz, little flip round the corner, and just that touch there just gets away from Nine Ennis, but really.
Darrell Johnson's read about me. Darrell Johnson went about me. So I just created my own chant.
Miller, back to Butcher.
For me, that's what they need to do more, Plymouth. Just that injection of pace around the edge of the box at times.
Plymouth fans are now singing.
Like this to get in, get set. It's really difficult then to find those little pockets or find those through balls. So just as they start getting into that final third, just a little increase in the tempo of the passing. One touch around the box to try and get themselves in.
Turn them off.
Trying to help it on to Ennis.
Doesn't matter, it's a championship. Love how confident you are thinking second is yours. Mate, I don't think we're gonna get. Mate, I don't think we'll get past Sheffield United. But it's well and truly on. If they keep dropping points and we keep winning games, we can go ahead of them. But I personally don't think we'll do it. We just got to take every game as it comes, mate. I'm not the one that's being that confident. I'm not being overconfident. It's all the both fans, really. Got to like a bit of confidence, though. Season's not finished yet. I know. Still points to be added and dropped. Norwich a dark horse. Well, it sounds like it. No. No. Good opportunity. Could hit the shot here. He gets the shot off. Saved. Good save. Decent game.
They moved the ball really quickly this time. Drives into the box. What we've seen from him, loads so far this season. Good feet, just doesn't quite catch it.
He didn't get anywhere.
It's a little bit stuck under
I mean, Finnazaz with the shot on the right foot just didn't get enough power on that. and it's a pretty easy save for the keeper to make. Corner taken short for Argyle, and Danny May plays it to Finnazaz on his right foot, just inside the box, left hand side. Tries to put it in the angle, blocked again, another corner. Over. Sorry, one game. To be honest with you, mate, I think anyone could beat Birmingham at the minute. Birmingham are crap. That's a goal! It's a goal! And it's 1-0 Argyle. Corner swung into the penalty area. Corner swung into the penalty area. And it's... Who is it? Who is it that scored the header? Danny May. Danny May. Goal for the Argyle, scored by number 10, Danny Mayer. Can't lie, it has been coming. It's a great, good cross in from the corner. It's a good header. Good header from Danny Moore. Sorry. Good header by Danny Mayer. Oh! Oh! Wow! The referee's been and spoke to the assistant, and the goal's been disallowed. Well. This is why. So Danny Mayer heads it. Danny Mayer heads it. There's a player in an offside position, and I think they may have classed it as interfering with play because he's like. They may have thought that he's blocking the goalkeeper or something. I'm so confused how that is not a goal. Well, it's 0-0 again. Look, so the corner comes in. Danny Mayer heads it. So Danny Mayer heads the ball from the corner. There is a player in an offside position, and he is practically on top of the goalkeeper. But let's be honest, even if the keeper did go for it, the keeper wasn't getting it, because it's right in the corner. It was right in the side of the net. Oh, that's why. Because the person who's offside is sort of pushing the goalkeeper. Well, I don't know. I don't know. I tell you what. I think a lot of Argyle fans will be a bit chuffed, a bit cheesed off by that. I mean, there is a man in an offside position, but it's whether he's definitely interfering with play or not, and I don't know if he is. I mean, you could say he's sort of pushing the goalkeeper away. He has got his hand on the keeper, but I don't know. I don't know what to make of that. But that's a warning sign though for Cheltenham that you don't want to give Argyle any opportunities, because give them one opportunity and they'll probably score it. Gotta say, Cheltenham have been. I think Cheltenham can count themselves lucky there. Drop a like on stream if you haven't already done so, by the way. Want to get on to the usual 10 at least? That'll be marvellous.
The score remains scoreless. We have 10 minutes for the break. Galloway's header. Tied up by Houghton, looking for Burton, who we've not seen for a while.
Oh, Callum Burton got closed down by the Cheltenham attacker, which is Alfie May, and he's just tripped, and he's actually just, I think, nearly tripped over the advertising board when trying to get the ball. And, wow. Who'd be a referee? Who would be a referee? Well, this has been interesting, hasn't it? 0-0. Was 1-0, and the goal eventually was disallowed for offside and probably classed as interfering with play. I don't know what to make of that. He's offside. They are playing They are playing quite a high line, you know, Cheltenham. They're playing quite a high line. Obviously, the likes of Niall Ennis can get in behind. However, did that, but it was offside. So they can get in behind. Whether they can keep themselves onside, though, is a different matter.
Conor Grant through injury, Adam Randall as well added to that. Dan Scarr out injured as well, and then Saxon Early and Tariq Wright cut tight.
That's the Plymouth bench there. Schumacher stood watching on there.
Missing for various reasons as well for Wade Elliott.
What have I stood on? Cheltenham bench there again, just all watching on.
Team talk time just 8 minutes away now.
And
It'll be really key that they just
the manager there, I think it's fair to say that I think the Cheltenham manager will be.
maybe look at one or two.
I think the Cheltenham manager will be delighted that it's still 0-0.
Absolutely spot on.
I mean, they've done okay defensively against Argyle, a team like Argyle. Obviously, most of the action, majority of the action's actually been in the midfield.
See here certainly from
But in the attacking halves, it's been mostly in. Most of the action's been either in the midfield third or in Cheltenham's third.
Cheltenham, it's about how effective can they be when they have those opportunities, those counter-attacks, those fast breaks, decisions certainly, and then they've got to find that moment of quality to get themselves in a position that they can capitalise on it.
Joe, yes. 2-2, Real Madrid are level. Good. Alfie May on the ball. He's going to put it into the penalty area. That's headed out away eventually. Volley towards goal. It's Cack. Argyle are just about managing to keep it clear. Danny Mayer's one in forward. He's turned. Nice little indicative passes here. Danny May plays it to the left-hand side. Michael Miller plays it into the penalty area. Low cross is cleared out by Raglan for a corner to the Greens. They did just score from a corner kick, although it was in the end disallowed for offside. In the box from the Argyle corner, punched away by the keeper. Still in there, claims a handball from that header back into the box. Alfie May has managed to keep the ball in play. He's played a long ball towards Aidan Keener. Almost found its way to him. In the end, headed back to the goalkeeper Colin Burton by the Argyle defence. About 5 minutes to go till half time in this EFL Trophy semi-final. It's Plymouth Argyle 0, Cheltenham Town 0 at Home Park. With Cheltenham just about managing to cope defensively, but they are giving away quite a lot of corners in this first half. Napoli have the lead at Eintracht Frankfurt. And it is, of course, Victor Osimhen. Oh, it was handball. There was on ball right in front of the ref. I don't know, the ref didn't see it.
There were a few shouts, but only a few. Most from the stands rather than on the field. In from Argyle again.
Corner in. 1-9. Good score. Still in there. Can he get the shot off? Good save. He was well on the alert there, Luke Southwood, I have to say. Really on the alert. Quick reactions. Jackson taking on Brendan Galloway. That's going to be an interesting battle, certainly in the second half, I think. Let's have a look at it. He hits the shot. Like, the shot goes... Looks, the shot's going in. I tell you what, Luke Southwood reacted incredibly quickly. Cheltenham are going to get the ball away now. Alfie May chips it forward towards Elliot Bonds, who does win a 4 against Finnazaz. Reminder of tomorrow's other semi-final is Accrington Stanley against Bolton Wanderers. I won't be available to stream that. I won't be streaming that tomorrow, so there you go. And don't forget that whoever wins the semi-finals, the final is on the 2nd of April, and all being well, I'll be streaming that. Although no, I probably won't be able to, because I think United are playing Newcastle, which is a bit annoying. So. It's not 1-9, it's 1-0 for Newcastle, for Napoli. I was going to say 1-0. I don't know why you put 1-9. He obviously typed quickly. Mask lead 2-0 at half time. Good! Let's keep hold of it in the second half and don't cock it up as usual.
I think that last cross into the box really sums up Cheltenham's issues, really, not just tonight, but of late.
Some of the Argyle fans are heading up the stairs for their half-time pints. Oh, a mistake! Oh, I tell you what, Niall Ennis got through there, but good defending.
Yeah, another hairy moment there. Ragnar doesn't deal with it
And
again.
really, 1 or 2 mistakes at the back for Cheltenham. That was the first mistake. Type 0, keyboard type 9. Alright. It's a good interception, I have to say, by Ryan Jackson. He's done alright, actually, Ryan Jackson, in this game.
Slotting in a slightly more central role tonight to help out with the defensive issues that they have. Last few moments of the first half. Broom. Final throw.
Argyle have the 4. Ryan Boom was claiming for it. But instead it didn't go his way. It went Argyle's way. Michael Miller holding the ball for this throw-in. Oh.
Jackson's header away. Nicely done by Azaz. Opens it up for Niall Ennis potentially.
Wow.
Sliding challenge by Long.
If you just joined the stream, welcome to the stream. 44 minutes in, we're into the final minute of the first half. What a great ball! It's an opportunity. Michael Miller, good save. What a save by Luke Southwood. He's had to be on the alert quite a lot in this game. He's been really, really good for them, for Cheltenham. He's been the man that's keeping them in this game. Denying the Greens. Still not cleared yet. Still danger. There's a shot by from Niall Ennis over the bar. I tell you what, Argyle, if they want to get to the final, they're going to have to take one of these chances in the second half. They get chances in the second half, they're going to have to take them. Jackson Silva has joined from Brazil. Bom dia.
That is a fantastic pass there. Again, this time does get his shot.
Obrigado. Thank you very much for joining. I don't speak much Portuguese. That's all. That's really all I know with regards to Portuguese, I'm afraid. So there you go. For officials indicated there'll be a minimum of 1 minute of added time. Brought to you by Double Johnson. Only 1 minute. Should have been about 2 minutes really, given how long it took for the goal to be disallowed.
Again, from the Plymouth point of view, it's about finding those passes. Can we get beyond?
But I think Schumacher will be pretty happy with the chances that they've had, the chances that Argyle have had. But I don't think he'll be chuffed to the fact that he haven't took one. You know, personally, they're going to need to take one sooner or later.
take their time with this free kick just to make
So I think Cheltenham will be pretty happy that it's 0-0 because Plymouth have been the better side in this match. Free kick for Cheltenham. This will be the final kick of the first half. Swung towards the penalty area. And it's Cack. Free kick to Plymouth instead, which they're not going to have time to take because that is half time in this EFL Trophy semi-final. Plymouth Argyle 0, Cheltenham Town 0.
Flew into the back of the net, but the official spotted something untoward and ruled the goal out, which means the second half is intriguingly poised. Certainly the home side have had more of the play, more of the ball, and more of the opening.
Well, half time at Home Park, Plymouth Argyle 0, Cheltenham Town 0. An interesting first half. Been one or two bits of excitement here. I'll go through the stats and I'll give you my thoughts. Plymouth Argyle, of course, seeing more of the ball and, of course, having more of the opportunities. They've had some good opportunities, and some of the shots they've had haven't been that easy to save, really. The goalkeeper for Cheltenham, Luke Southwood, has been brilliant. Been really, really good for Cheltenham in this game. And he's the man that's keeping them in the game. They did have a goal disallowed, of course, which I thought was a bit debatable. A corner came in from the left-hand side, and it was headed into the far corner by Danny Mayer. And the goal got actually disallowed because... who was it actually? I think it was number 2, wasn't it? So James Bolton was deemed to be in an offside position and also to be interfering with play. I don't know what the referees saw because I didn't think he was really interfering with play, unless it's because he had his hand on the goalkeeper and they may have thought that he was in an offside position and was trying to push the goalkeeper out of the way. I don't know. It was a bit of a strange decision, really, I have to say. Well, I wouldn't like to be trying to work it out. Oh, good! Plymouth have had good number possession. 69% possession. Oh, good. Plymouth have had way more of the ball. Good number possession to 31. They've had 7 shots free on target. 1 blocked. They've had way more free kicks and corners. 7 corners to 1. On the corner counts, and the shots that they've had on target have been well saved by Luke Southwood, who's been on the alert and has reacted quickly to a lot of the shots that he's had to save. Cheltenham had a massive chance. Alfie May in the penalty area. He was running on left hand side, running into the penalty area, and instead of shooting on his right foot, which he should have done, going for the far corner, he decides to try and play it across the penalty area to the other attacker, which was, I think, Keener, and, well, both completely missed the ball. So he completely missed the ball, and it was a bit of a wasted opportunity. But Plymouth having a better of the first half. I don't think they'll be too chuffed at the fact that it's 0-0. Really, they should be 1-0 up in this match. Just going to go through some of the half-time scores for you all in the game. Napoli also has 69 ball possession. Good. Great number, isn't it? Half-time scores for you and latest scores around the grounds today. Currently Blackburn 1, Blackpool 0. Latest score, Millwall 0, Burnley 0, Norwich 2, Birmingham 0, Rotherham 1, Sunderland 0, Swansea 1, Stoke 2. And they're just getting their second halves underway in the EFL Championship. In League 1, 2 games to tell you about in League 1, both currently 0-0. Fleetwood 0, Cambridge 0, and Morecambe against Port Vale is also 0-0. They are about 5 minutes into the second half. And in League 2, Grimsby versus Harrogate, Hartlepool versus Newport, Rochdale versus Stockport, and Walsall versus Crewe. All them games start the second half are all 0-0. So lots of goals to tell you about in them games. In the UEFA Champions League, just gone half time at Anfield. One of them falling round of 16 tie by the looks of it. It is Liverpool 2, Real Madrid 2. Darwin Núñez scored inside 4 minutes. Salah made it 2-0 inside 15. Didn't really last very long because 2 goals in 14 minutes as well. 2 goals in 14 minutes meant that Real Madrid were back in the game. 2 goals in 15 minutes, I beg your pardon. 2-2 there. Frankfurt 0, Napoli 1 is the latest score. Napoli looks like Napoli dominating the game, having good number. No, they haven't had 69%. They've had 66 ball possession actually. They missed a penalty. Kavita Kvaratskhelia, however you pronounce his name, missed a penalty. But a goal from Victor Osimhen is the goal that separates them at half time. And also, anyone interested in National League, Barnet 2, Altrincham 1, Chesterfield 0, Wealdstone 1, Dagenham Redbridge 1, Aldershot 0, Dorking 1, Torquay 1, Halifax 0, Solihull Moors 1, Gateshead 1, Oldham 0, Maidenhead 1, Yeovil 0, Maidstone 0, Eastleigh 1, Notts County 2, Southend 0, Woking 2, Bromley 1, Wrexham 1, Scunthorpe 0, and York City 1, Bournemouth 1. And Masker leading by 2-0 away to Nantwich. And that means that as it stands, we close the gap on Nantwich. And that'll be good for us because that means that we are not far away from getting out of the relegation zone. Liversedge are winning, not ideal. All the other teams above us are actually losing, so that's good. Mask winning, it's happy days. Right. Half time. Any Argyle fans who've just tuned in, anyone who tunes in, you can give us your thoughts on that first half. Interesting first half, really. Argyle certainly dominating the game. Morecambe have just taken the lead against Port Vale in League One. So there you go. Anyways, decent first half. You can let me know your thoughts on that first half, ladies and gentlemen, in the live chat. And if any goals do go in whilst I'm on the half-time break, do let me know in the live chat. I'll see you in a couple of minutes for the second half. Bye. before they play the next song, just to let you know some goals have been scored in the EFL Championship today. Ashley Barnes has just scored for Burnley to give them the lead over Millwall, 0-0. Morecambe leading Port Vale by 0-0 in League One. And Birmingham have just got a goal back through Colin away to Norwich. It's 2-1 there at Carrow Road. Don't forget, of course, second half is coming your way very, very soon indeed. welcome back. Second half getting underway now, ladies and gentlemen. Plymouth Argyle 0. Cheltenham Town 0 at half time. Just let you know some more goals have gone in. And it's 2-0. One of them against the Mackhams. Oh, Liam put a bet on Sunderland to win. Never bet on Sunderland. They're the team that's going to let him down tonight. Good. Don't bet on Sunderland, mate. That's right. Never bet on Sunderland. Time for the second half. Then, ladies and gentlemen, let's see what happens in this half then. Doesn't look like any subs at half time, so I'll give you a reminder of the starting lineups once the match is back underway.
The two sides are ready to go at it again in this second half. The officials have had their conversation as well after the one conversation that really counted in the first half, chalking off that Danny Mayer goal.
Oops.
Level at the break between these two then, as it was at full time in round one of this competition a decade or so ago.
Second half is underway. Just a quick reminder, no subs, so a reminder of the two lineups. Cheltenham are playing Southwood in goal. Jackson, Long, Raglan, Ferry, Bonds, Perry, Sercombe, Broom, Keener and Alfie May. Plymouth, Colin Burton remains in goal. Bolton, Houghton, Wilson, Butcher, Captain Edwards, Danny May, who had his goal chopped off in the first half, Niall Ennis, Miller, Azaz and Galloway. No subs made by either team at half time, so we remain 0-0 and with the exact same teams. But Cheltenham are playing 5 in midfield, which I don't think they were playing in the first half, so they're playing 5 in midfield.
Incredible to think they won 43 points at home in the league this season. That's more than 15 teams in League One have in total. But of course, this isn't the league tonight.
45 minutes to go then before I think we go straight to penalties if this ends as a draw. I better ask that. Does this go as a... I'll have to ask that. Is this...
The confidence you have, playing in front of your home fans. Every time you step onto this pitch and inside this stadium, you feel like you're going to win games. They certainly played like that in the first half. It's just about finding that little bit more quality in and around the box to find the opportunity to take what would be, on the balance of the first half play, a deserved lead so far in the game.
A bit of bunching on the edge of the box. It's fair to say.
Doesn't this go straight to pens? Cheers. Straight to penalties if this game ends as a draw. So, do or die time in this second half for these teams. Are they sucking Cheltenham off, the commentators? They're talking more about Cheltenham or Argyle.
Too easily and too often, but
I don't know. I mean, they were talking more about Argyle, really, the commentators. I didn't listen to the half-time analysis, let's be honest. I don't normally. That's a decent ball in, Oh, I was unlucky. Send it away. A few people watching the stream. Thanks for joining us. Oh, bye. Talking more about us. Well, you have had the better of the game, but Cheltenham haven't done too badly. Certainly defensively. The Nigers. Luke Southwood deserves a big mention because he's been magnificent so far. He's done magnificent so far for Cheltenham in goal. Plymouth going from left to right towards the stand, which is full of Argyle fans. Cheltenham going from right to left towards the stand, where the 200 odd so away fans are. And we have an opportunity. Alfie May has scored! Alfie May has given Cheltenham a lead. I said, didn't I? I said Alfie May will probably score. And he has scored. It's a mistake at the back. And Plymouth are losing. Wow. Wow. Wait. It's a big mistake though. It's a long ball from the keeper and then it's a long ball forward. Bit of a mess up between Callum Burton and Bolton. And then it ends up going straight to Keena. Plays it to Alfie May, who hits the shot on his right foot. You don't give Alfie May a shot like that, a chance like that. Certainly at that angle. That's poor. James Bolton doesn't close him down quick enough. Alfie May smashes it into the bottom corner. Cheltenham have a surprise lead. And they haven't really done anything all game. It's against the one to play. Plymouth Argyle have been absolutely bossing them all match. That's their first shot on target. Oh. Oh, Shuey. Shuey's not happy about that. Shuey's not happy. Well, Argyle had a goal chopped off in the first half. That one definitely won't be chopped off because Alfie May's miles onside. But that was a mistake. A costly mistake that was. Bolton and Burton not communicating properly. And Alfie May gets his 11th goal this season. Cheltenham Town's goal scored in the 49th minute from number 10, Alfie May. 3-2 Madrid. Yes. There you go. Back to reality. Back to reality. Just to let you know, Sunderland have scored. Oh, I had a feeling I knew Cheltenham would score. I had a feeling Cheltenham would score. And I had a feeling it would be Alfie May. He always scores. To be honest with you, I mean, without him in the team, where would Cheltenham be? Let's be honest. But it's a mistake. It's a mistake at the back from Plymouth defence. Really silly mistake. Could be a very costly one as well. Costly ever. Cheltenham have a shock lead at the home of, well, the promotion chasing Plymouth Argyle. Plymouth are the masters of coming back from 1-0 down though, certainly this season, so I think they'll do it. They probably will do it. Callum Burton plays it. Galloway plays it down the line to Miller. He's played it back into the defence again. Galloway closed down by Alfie Mays, ended up kicking the ball out 4-4. 8 shots to 4. Like, Plymouth have had twice as many opportunities as Cheltenham have had. But again, you have your chances. If you don't take your chances, you won't win. I had a feeling Plymouth need to take one of these chances that they get. Any chance they get in the second half, they're going to have to take now. Because Alfie May, as things stand, has is sending Cheltenham to Wembley. That's poor. That's really poor from their defence, that. Alfie May. Ooh, that should have been a yellow card. Should be a yellow card for Alfie May. It was a late daft challenge as well. And Alfie May is going to get a yellow card. He is going to get booked.
Adrenaline pumping. Certainly overruns the ball and then it's a bit of a lunge, I think, certainly.
There's a yellow card for Alfie May.
Again, the referee on hand, you can see here. Gets the ball again just over.
Drop us a like if you haven't already done so, by the way. Thank you very much. And up your nose, everyone. Cheers. Handball. Plymouth still have the ball though. They let the game go, so they still have the ball. Blocked again, throw in. Argyle fans are raising the roof, trying to encourage their side to come back from a goal down here. What Cheltenham will do now is they're just going to defend. They're going to defend for their lives now. They're going to defend for their lives. That's a mistake. Oh, it was blatant handball, but it was blatant handball, but Plymouth still had the ball, so he let the game go on, which was good. He let the game go on because he still had the ball, so there you go.
Instead, it's a throw to the side in the lead. Perfect start to the second half.
He's taking his time, isn't he? What a good ball that wasn't. That's gone straight to goalkeeper Callum Burton. The man who's well known for scoring, Ryan Hardy's going to come on for Argyle. It's going to be their first sub of the match. Vamos Plymouth, says Danielle. I think some of these are typing messages in either Spanish or... I don't know if it's Spanish or Portuguese, but I don't understand. I don't understand what it says, I'm afraid. I don't speak either language. Oh! They're going to be making a triple sub. They're making a triple sub. Bye. Tell you what, they're going to need to make a sub here, I think, Plymouth. So they're making a triple sub. Definitely do need to make subs, I think. They haven't really been acted in the second half. Going to be a triple substitution. Barnett 3-2 down, bro. Oh. So Ryan Hardy, Macaulay Gillespie. Port Vale scored but was disallowed. So Macaulay Gillespie, Ryan Hardy, all coming on. Substitutions for Plymouth Argyle, brought to you by Daryl Johnson. Replacing number 11, Niall Ennis, is number 9, Ryan Hardy. Also going off is number 22, Brendan Galloway. Replaced by number 3, Macaulay Gillespie. Finally replacing number 14, Michael Miller, is number 26, Callum Wright. Substitutions brought to you by Donald Johnson in 57 minutes. Who else coming on? I've just told you that. We have Chelsea fans now. No, Harry Doherty's a Chelsea fan, but he's been a viewer of the channel for quite a while, pal. He's been watching the channel for years. Been one of the regulars on the channel, as well as Liam Martin, etc. all in here. Yeah, ideally put messages in English if you don't mind, because I don't understand Portuguese or Spanish or whatever language it is. I know a bit of Spanish, but I don't understand what all that is. I know what vamos means. It means come on, Plymouth, but I don't know what the rest of it is. Translate to. Detect language. Good opportunity. Ryan Hardy. No pen for that. I mean, I'm going to have to see the replay of that because I thought that was a pen. He's offside. He's offside. He's offside anyway, Ryan Hardy, but even if the flag doesn't go up, if the offside flag does not go up, then that's a penalty. If that's not offside, it's a penalty. Honestly, this referee crap. 4-2. Get in.
Hardy here gets a good touch across Raglan, and then for me,
That one was a penalty. The first one wasn't, but that one was.
so certainly for me, I think that could have been a penalty.
Well, that would have been the instant impact required. Ryan Hardy straight into the action and almost making his involvement count. Jackson taking his time with the throw, testing the patience of the majority inside home park. We've had 2/3 of the 90 minutes now, half an hour
Wednesday,
to
Plymouth.
play.
Oh, it is in Spanish. There's a few Spanish people in the stream. Buenas noches. Unfortunately, I don't speak much Spanish, I'm afraid. The only bit I know of Espanol, me llamo Daryl, bienvenido,
They do, but they can't get too deep.
Vamos
too
football.
early and really invite
Ah,
even more
honestly.
pressure. They've got to make sure they're keeping Plymouth honest and giving them something to
Yeah,
consider
Lo
when they
siento,
get the
lo
ball.
siento.
They've got to keep pushing them back and making sure they're not just stuck on the edge of their box, because it's going to be a long half an hour if they do that.
Now, Luke Southwood has just gone down here. He has some sort of issue.
Aye. Sí, lo siento, no hablo mucho español. Yo hablo inglés.
Not sure if this might not be a tactical one. Maybe just to kid a little bit of time. Maybe stop a little bit of momentum. Cheltenham players going over to receive instructions here. So important that they stay switched on, keep doing their jobs.
Let's have a look at the goal that separates the two sides. It was very well taken when it came.
Again, just not dealt with here at all from Callum Burton. For me, maybe feels he's impeded slightly, but he's got to get better contact. But from there, Pina,
Por favor, puedes comentar en inglés.
finish the way that he just, again, it's him putting
Yo no
the pressure here.
hablo mucho español.
Then look at the run that he makes, gets his body round. And it's
That's all I know really of Spanish. I don't know much Spanish, I'm afraid. If we go to Wembley would be scenes, I'll be straight for a ticket at Argyle. Well, you're going to have to get yourselves level. You're going to have to get yourselves level, otherwise you're not going to Wembley.
Incidentally, the substitute goalkeeper for Cheltenham Town tonight, Sean McDonald, formerly of Torquay United. Just down the road, really.
I'm having to use Google Translate for a lot of these messages because I do not understand what they're on about. Let's see.
Eventually finds its way to Bonds. Bolton made sure that didn't get through.
Shame on this team.
There's a long, long way to go yet in this game. But
2-1 says
behind you,
Bayoush.
every now and again, the minutes just seem to disappear.
Time de Vagabundo Safado Pilantro. That's Portuguese, isn't it? Argyle coming forward here. Long ball to left hand side of the box. It's a good opportunity. Ryan Hardy on his. And he's chipped it in! What a goal! Oh, that was absolutely gorgeous. Oh, you just got to sit and applaud that. That is absolute brilliance from Ryan Hardy. Oh, that's lovely. 1-1. That's a beautiful goal, that is. Oh, my word. He's on his right foot. He's chipped it. It's looped into the far corner. It's a magnificent goal. It's a lovely goal. All from a counter-attack as well. 1-1. Game on. Ryan Hardy just has the ball. Right foot. Just chips it into the far corner. It is a lovely goal. It's absolutely stunning from Ryan Harden. Oh, what a finish. That is a great goal. Really is a great goal, I have to say. Equaliser for Argyle, scored in the 64th minute from number 9, Ryan Hardy. Gotta say, that's a cracking goal. Really is a great goal, that. Oh, you love seeing goals like that. Plymouth to win. Well, that's got them back in the game. That was exquisite from Ryan Hardy. What a great goal. That is brilliant.
Just got to keep their heads now, Cheltenham, but I think certainly when you're not used to winning games regularly, these are the moments that can really.
That was that. Oh.
Again, so strong. They responded.
That's a cracking goal. Really is. It's a lovely goal. Really, really is. Where would you be without Ryan Hardy in this game? Christ almighty. Inspired substitution by Shuey. And Argyle find themselves level. Beautiful goal. Absolutely beautiful. Just loops it over. Whoop! Way into the far corner. Oh, it's lovely. And Argyle now have a free kick on the outside of the penalty area. Well, on the edge of the penalty area, sorry. Well, no, it's not the edge of the penalty. It's a good 20 yards out here. 20 yards out. Ah, what an awful free kick. Hits the wall. From Ryan Hardy. Oh! Bolton gets his head onto it. Goal kick. Game well and truly on. Do us a favour, drops a like on the stream, everyone. Yeah, I apologise for anyone who's joined from España or Portugal. I don't really speak Spanish, and I certainly don't speak Portuguese, I'm afraid. So I apologise. There's not much I can do about it. I have enough problems with the learning German. So I've tried learning Portuguese and I couldn't get pronunciation right. Alfie May with a shot could save. Pretty easy in the end for Conor Burton. Any more goals gone in? 2-0 Napoli now, by the way. Who scored for Napoli's second goal? Di Lorenzo about 4 minutes ago. Cullen Mulvaney got a straight red card. Bye-bye, Frankfurt. Straight red card. Oh, dear.
Absolutely, and certainly from my experience. And
still another 22 minutes to go. 22 and a half minutes still left to go here. Thanks everyone who's joined us tonight, by the way. Been a decent match, I have to say. I've quite enjoyed watching this game. It's been a good game. Do us a favour, drop us a like on stream if you haven't already done so, everyone. That would be marvellous. Pin the message. And feel free to join me again on Thursday when we watch Manchester United versus Barcelona. What a Europa League clash that's going to be. 2-2 in the first leg. Looking forward to that.
Yeah, been very impressed by his display. When he's been needed, he's made some big saves.
Atmosphere's picking up a little bit.
Again, just takes the pressure off.
Well, since the goal, Plymouth have responded well,
Enables everybody to get up the pitch, get a little bit of territory, which they have done now.
having more of the game now.
Just regroup a little bit.
That goal from Ryan Hardy will be one of the goals of the tournament. It's a great goal.
Attempts on and off target. The change made here by Stephen Schumacher sees Jay Matete on for Matt Butcher.
Substitution brought to you by Daryl Johnson for Plymouth Argyle. Going off
Change that underlines the
is number 7, Matt Butcher, and replaced by number 28, Jay Matete. 5-2 Real Madrid. Bye-bye, Scousers. Bye-bye, Scousers.
if it stays this way.
Liverpool 2, Real Madrid 5. Bye. That's them getting battered. They're gonna end up losing. Well, they're going out. They're gonna get beat in the second leg as well. But Real Madrid are just too good. Real Madrid are just way too good.
Certainly, I think both teams really trying to ensure we don't go to a penalty shootout. Cheltenham probably at this stage more happier just to hang in there and
Millwall have equalised against Burnley.
15 minutes and see where the game goes. Whereas Plymouth certainly the team pushing, trying to find
Oh,
opportunities
Lord.
to get themselves the lead and the win.
We'll have an all League One final this season, whatever happens here tonight, and indeed whatever happens tomorrow night as well, because that's the other semi.
Don't forget tomorrow night's second semi-final sees Accrington Stanley go up against Bolton Wanderers. Which, unfortunately, for people, I'm not going to be able to. I'm not going to be able to do it, unfortunately, tomorrow. So sorry about that.
Inside Wembley, it was
But I wish both teams the very best of luck in that semi-final. But I think, if I'm being honest, my money is on Bolton winning at Accrington, because Accrington aren't particularly good at home. So I can see Bolton getting a result there, and I can see this being potentially Bolton versus possibly Plymouth. Plymouth-Bolton finals, what I've been saying for quite a while. So see how that goes. And then I'll hopefully be available for the final, but I don't know whether I'll be able to, and it's 2nd of... Oh, a mistake again. Mistake at the back. God, you're lucky. Plymouth are bloody lucky there. Nantwich have a goal back. Ah, come on.
as it broke down, he had to whistle.
Or Jordan Hart will be one relieved player.
So the final for this is the 2nd of April. Now, what games they got 2nd of April? Bloody lucky there. Silly again. It's daft mistakes. Fleetwood are leading against Cambridge United.
And yeah, probably just hits that right hand of Alfie, mate.
I might be wrong, but I got the impression that he actually gave the free kick because he tried to play advantage for the challenge on Hackney before. It looks like it didn't hit Alfie May.
2nd of April. Oh yeah. So I'm not going to be able to do the EFL Trophy final, I'm afraid, because Manchester United are playing Newcastle United at 4:30.
May's header. Nicely onto a strike partner, and May wants it back. Nearly had it. Good covering from James Bolton.
If they kicked off at 2:30, then it would have been fine, because I would have been able to do the final. If it was at 2:30, not 3 o'clock.
Free kick.
Free kick, Argyle. Foul on Danny May from Bonds.
Elliot Bond's involved again. I think it's been fantastic.
So Musk need to get a goal. Musk need to keep hold of it.
Wins the ball back again. Yeah.
Musk need to not concede in the next 6-7 minutes. This is a good opportunity. Can Alfie May get a shot off? He lays it off. There's a shot. Blocked.
It was Roy Gillespie who made sure that
Yeah, Rooney scored for Fleetwood.
from Plymouth Argyle. Broom this time. Trying to fire it across but can't.
Yeah, just a little bit of a ragged passage of play there from Plymouth. need to just regain that little bit of composure, almost playing into the press from Cheltenham, who again we've seen so much tonight, really game, putting the pressure on, trying to win the ball back, and then once they do, looking to break really, really quickly.
Ryan Jackson with another long throw potentially here. Happy to eat up the time as ever as well. Robert Lewis's patience has run out. Yellow card's coming his way. He's been teetering on the brink of that all night with every single throw-in that he's been given.
Yellow card for Ryan Jackson for
Obviously trying to slow down the game a little bit, but
trying to slow down the game. Basically, he took too long with the phone.
He'd be wise not to test his patience again. In from Broome.
They're gonna have to get that clear. Callum Burton. Apologise, I'm just got messages. I'm just answering them.
At the other end they go. Bonds sweeping it away from the feet of Wright.
brilliant tackle again there from Elliot Bonds. Great energy to get across.
Right. Pondering the cross. Just caught by Bonds. He's going to be booked, I think, is he? Well, Robert Lewis went to his pocket and then reached for the vanishing spray instead.
Yeah, maybe the last one before we do see a booking. It's not listen to man, it might be a case of totting up. He has got himself around the pitch tonight. He's broken things up really, really well. Just playing on that edge a little bit.
Just trying to sort out tomorrow with my girlfriend.
Again, I think referees made the right decision.
I know, sad shame.
So, a Gillespie set piece. Everybody back for Cheltenham Town bar Alfie May. We are preparing Charlie Brown for introduction in a few moments. 14 minutes to play.
Now
Too
what?
close for referee's liking.
Here we go. This is
Lecture, nothing more. for
this is where I'm gonna need to use Google Translate because I don't understand Portuguese.
now. Straight back at it.
Victoria.
Gillespie southwards after it. It was taken off him.
That could lead to a goal. They can't get it away. Phew.
Answer is away.
I need Plymouth to win. Come on. Do
Just
Plymouth.
wonder if a scrappy, messy moment like that might decide tonight.
Who's watching for Plymouth to win?
It's about competitor there, but it's really about
Is that?
top
Oh, who needs a Plymouth win? Sorry, it's
so far, apart from that
Google Translate for you. I don't understand Portuguese, unfortunately. So,
defend as well when the ball has dropped. Box, they've been there, they've got clearances on the ball.
who needs a Plymouth win?
They have made it difficult for
Uh,
Plymouth to
Only people who've got them in the bet and Plymouth fans themselves, really.
Keena's involvement is over for now. We'll hope that the next time he runs out in this competition will be a
Substitution for Cheltenham Town brought to you by Daryl Johnson. Replacing number 27, Aidan Keena, is number 7, Charlie Brown.
this season. 4 goals in 5 appearances in this competition. This campaign.
Bugger the betting, we need Plymouth to win for the history. Well, yeah, as well. Come on, Plymouth, says Lucas Butler. Yeah, I don't normally do Plymouth games. I just thought, well, I might watch it, so I thought, well, I'll do it. It'll get more views than doing this than if I did a Champions League game. We've had about 300 in nearly, so up to about just under 300 so far. So yeah, keep. If you want to share the stream around, if it goes to penalties, we'll get some decent views. It'll be very interesting. Be a very interesting final few minutes here.
almost make a mistake.
have fish and chips.
Let's be caught on it by Broom.
Ah!
Brown trying to help it back.
Newport have just nicked it against Hartlepool last minute. Ow. Norwich are 3-1 up now. 3 points for Blackburn as well against Blackpool. In what I like to call the battle of the... the battle of... well, it's Lancashire. The Battle of Lancashire, isn't it? Yeah. Battle of the Lancashires, isn't it? It's the Lancashire derby, isn't it? Couldn't get me words right.
Obviously tries to get there, but he's way too late there. Latters into Finner's hands. Can't have too many complaints about that one.
I think he did though.
3-1 Stoke last minute as well, so that means 3 points for Stoke, 3 points for Norwich as well if they're winning 3-1. Lewis Baker for Stoke. Wow. Free kick for Argyle then. Is there going to be a late winner, or will we be going to a penalty shootout? There's 3 players stood over this. It looks like White's going to leave it. It's going to be Ryan Hardy, I think, or Gillespie. Well, last time Ryan Hardy took a free kick, it hit the wall. Let's see if we can do any better. Gillespie chips it into the box towards far post. Headed towards goal. Ah, it's easy for Luke Southwood. Easy for Luke Southwood. It certainly caught them off guard, though. I mean, James Burton's like well open. It's a free header. I mean, he probably could have. Really, he probably could have chested it down. You know, he could have chested it down and then smashed it. You know, from there, but decided to head went up and then landed straight into the keeper's glove. I think it's fair to say whoever scores the next goal wins. And there is no extra time, so if it's a draw, it's straight to pens. Fleetwood have beaten Cambridge by 1-0. Blackburn have won as well.
Managed somehow to salvage something from. They were 3-0 down, came back to 3-3, and then
Norwich have just won by 3-1 against Birmingham. Giving you updates on the scores as they come in. Morecambe and Fleetwood are winners of tonight's games against Cambridge United and Port Vale in League 1. 0-0 for Walsall against Crewe and Grimsby versus Harrogate. Hartlepool just lost last minute against Newport by 0-0. Still 2-1 Stockport away to Watchalong at a minute. 82nd minute substitution for Plymouth Argyle, brought to you by Darryl Johnson. Replacing number 10, Danny Mayer, is number 16, Sam Cosgrove. Stockport have just beaten Watchdale by 2-1. Stoke have won by 3-1. Burnley have drew 1-1 at Millwall. 2 points dropped for Burnley from a winning position, but a big point for Millwall, that is. It's still yet to finish in the game at Rotherham, between Rotherham and Sunderland, which is a 2-1 at the minute. In the Champions League at the moment, Liverpool 2, Real Madrid 5. Always believe in Sam Cosgrove. Oh, a mistake from the keeper. It's a goal! And it's not given. There you go. For the second time tonight, Plymouth have a goal chopped off. See, I didn't think... I thought it was a foul on the keeper, in fairness to you, mate. I thought it was a foul on the keeper. Frankfurt 0, Napoli 2. Whoa. Hardy and Southwood just pushing each other there. See, it was a goal for Plymouth. Like, the keeper gets... I mean, there's a foul on the keeper, and then even then, Ryan Hardy stood in an offside position, so it's a good spot from the linesman. It is offside anyway. He's offside. I mean, if it wasn't given for a foul on the goalkeeper there, then it's being given for offside. Ryan Hardy's in an offside position and he puts it in the net. So,
rather than a foul on Luke Southwood. So
to be honest, I have to say that's a good spot.
the opinions
That's a really, really good spot from the linesman. That.
and on we go.
Always believe in Sam Cosgrove. He's done well for you this season. You a Plymouth fan yourself, by the way, in the chat, Owen. Owen Patton, is it? Are you a Plymouth fan, by the way? Danilo, no. It was a goal, but it was chopped off, so still 1-1. It was chopped off for offside. If you don't understand English, it's...
Cosgrove. Good for support. Settle for the corner.
the offside. Oh, as I like to do, the impression of the flag. The offside flag, if you know what I mean, but there you go. Yeah, Plymouth till I die. That's nice. I'm not a Plymouth fan myself, actually, but a few of my mates, you might know some of my mates, actually. Liam Martin, Jack Edwards, or Cornish Janner, Harvey Wasavia. There were some of my mates there, Plymouth fans. Got introduced to them by Liam, to be honest with you. Oh, Niall, I used to speak to Niall on occasions. Big guy, but I haven't spoke to him in ages. I haven't heard from him in ages. So.
Within touching distance for these two sides. No wonder there's a scuffle or two.
Some pushing and shoving in the box. Refs give a free kick. Tell you what, the referee, the referee certainly won't be like to Plymouth tonight. Oh, yeah. Drop us a like, by the way, on 7 likes. Let's see if we can get the likes higher.
Decision's gone for, but he has to be careful. He does have a hold of his shirt there. Long, you can just see there. And then a push in the back, which is what the decision's given for in the end.
I think I've just heard 236 Cheltenham fans. I've just heard 236 Cheltenham fans, apparently. Pretty sure that's what I've just heard from their announcer. And also something like 13,000. I don't know what the attendance was there. Sunderland have lost to Rotherham. Get in! Oh, what a sad shame. Good. Who's taking the free kick? That was a free kick for Argyle, but it was in the defensive third anyway. I didn't see it. That's gone off a goal kick. Come on, Mask. Please win. Please win.
Sure, there'll be a lot of players now, of course, still trying to win the game in normal time, but starting to prepare themselves mentally for what could be to come. They'll have a good idea who those penalty takers are going to be.
I'm just going to tune into the Mask commentary.
They know how much is at stake now. The place in the final up for grabs.
Sam Cosgrove, who's recently on, was one of the scorers against FC Wimbledon.
Yeah, I think that's it. Yes. So, I've just gone, does it, from here? 1-2-1.
Yes!
Celebrating thanks to
Get in.
Elliot Bonds, Ryan Broom, Charlie Brown and Ian Sercombe, all are still on the field.
No, we've won a game.
Jordan Houghton, another scorer, indeed a scorer in both of Argyle's shootouts this season.
So we've won 2-1 then. Yes, come on. Well, it says that, but they said they've won 2-1, but it hasn't been confirmed. Nothing's been confirmed on Twitter that we've won.
Quite possibly a decent wedge of stoppage time as well.
Nothing's in, we've won 2-1.
It's Burton's ball.
13 shots to 7 in Plymouth's favour.
An interesting number
4
of
shots on
games
target.
so far.
It's going to go to pens as it stands.
They tell a real story certainly today. You can see Plymouth absolutely dominating.
6 minutes at a time.
Probably in terms of their shots on target, maybe not enough for Stephen Shooter.
No one's confirmed. Neither team has confirmed that the match is over.
Cheltenham have always carried that threat.
Yes! Get in. We've won a game.
Really hard to try and stop Plymouth playing through them, which for large parts they have done.
About bloody time as well. It's about time we won a freaking game. Get in. Finally. It's took an eternity to win a match. There's a good opportunity. Ryan Hardy. Oh dear. Final minute, ladies and gentlemen. Final minute. And then added time, which I think we'll be looking at about 4 minutes of added time. When you include the subs, the free kicks, the goal disallowed, you know, you name it. Last minute corner for Cheltenham. Cup semi-final there, all their fans are sat out. You wouldn't think it's you wouldn't think that, would you? 12,000 in total. 236 away fans, yeah, I thought so. I did say it looked about 200. Ooh, that's out of play. That's out of play anyway. There'll be a minimum of 6 minutes of added time. 6 minutes of added time. Brought to you by Double Johnson.
Come up with something to avoid the agony of a penalty shootout.
Really finely balanced, as it has been all night, really. And it's now just
That's a good ball. Keeper's come to get that. He's going to kick that clear.
been very, very assured in that goal, whether it's with his hand,
Argyle win the ball back again, no.
with his feet, making sure he's
See ya.
good distance.
That's a ball through. Sam Cosgrove in the box. On his left foot. Oh, he's hit the post. Oh, how close can you get? He's hit the post from that. Cross comes in straight into the gloves of the keeper. Oh my God. Oh.
Brilliant little bit of interchange. As soon as he comes inside, you know he's looking for that far post. He connects.
Oh, he's curled that into the far post, and it cannons off the post. That's so unlucky. That is.
Made a really, really positive impact. Really unlucky.
Oh. Wow, what a game. This has been a great game tonight. Really has. We've had goals, we've had drama, we've had 2 goals disallowed. We've had
Been a real nuisance.
been a bit of a been a bit feisty tonight.
Every time there's been a ball to go after.
Foul for James Bolton. Sorry, yellow card for James Bolton for the foul on Alfie. Oh yeah. Blatant.
Just again leaves a little bit of a foot in there. Another opportunity from a set piece here.
Tonight's Plymouth Argyle man of the match is number 4, Houghton. That's the man of the match given by Plymouth Argyle that they've just announced in the stadium.
Well, there won't be too many more chances, if indeed any.
I want to hear where the ball is. Currently on the pitch. In the box from the free kick. Still in there. There's a shot and it's nowhere near. Nowhere near from Circum. Goal kick for Plymouth then.
Oh, absolutely. Not a bad strike at all. You see as it just drops down to him, just pops it off his chest. Doesn't quite catch it as cleanly as he would like.
The former Exeter City man would love to score the
We're halfway through added time. Another 3 minutes to go and then we're heading to a penalty shootout to decide who goes through to the final.
And you score
1-1.
1-0.
Liverpool 2, Real Madrid 5.
Oh, looking up.
They were 2-0 up.
Yeah.
It was 2-0 Liverpool and now they're 5-2 down.
Yeah, again.
Also,
For me, you can see Circa
also just let you know that Hartlepool conceded a 92nd minute winner
goes down a little bit
against
too
Newport.
early before that contact.
Again, Newport.
Do you, mate?
Ridiculous, really.
Go to bed anyway, son.
Right, see you then.
In this trophy twice with Oxford United in back-to-back seasons. Played in both Wembley finals, scored as a substitute in the 27th.
I mean, I don't know why you're saying you want to hear where the ball is, because the commentators aren't even saying where the ball is either. So, there you go, mate.
May well be one of those called upon
That's kicked forward.
in a few moments from 12 yards.
The attacking half can get it away. They can, but it's
In the minutes that remain,
not very far.
there are just
Offside.
2 minutes that remain.
He's not offside. The ball's gone out of play. Argyle 4. Near side. Plymouth going from left to right, don't forget. Mate, my style of commentating on live watch-alongs is literally say what's happening when something does happen. At the minute, neither team's keeping hold of the ball.
Plymouth, I think certainly
Neither team's keeping hold of the ball or going forward, apart from that chance that hit the post a few minutes ago.
composure at times. I think they needed just
Into the final minute we go then, heading to a penalty shootout as it stands. This is where it's going to get interesting.
with a bit more quality than we've seen.
That's nice work. Plymouth coming forward now, just past the halfway line.
Edwards,
Ball down the right hand side.
Azaz,
Azaz plays it forward towards Edwards. And Alfie May defending for Cheltenham. It was his goal that started all of it. Scored inside the first 6 minutes of the... I think it's inside the first 5 minutes, sorry, of the second half. And that equaliser from Ryan Hardy. Sending it to penalties as it stands. Final few seconds now. Plymouth have got the ball in the defensive third. They're going to have to get it forward now. Going to have to get it forward.
final attack.
Final opportunity, possibly. Finn Azaz loses the ball. That's a ball forward. Alfie May is against 2 defenders. He's seen Burton off his goal line. He's bloody hell. He's hit the shot from about almost the halfway line. And it just went on top of the goal. That would have been unbelievable, that.
Brilliant effort from Alfie May here.
I tell you what.
As he has done,
Where's he hit it from? Oh, it's a good 40 yards, that.
the keeper off his line.
He's hit it, and it wasn't that far away. It just goes on top of the goal. Final opportunity possibly for Argyle. Now cleared away. I think the refs looked at his watch. That is full time. We are going to penalties.
It is going all the way. These two sides have served up so much in this competition
Wow.
this season.
Wowee. What a game.
Yet more drama.
What a game.
The two leading marksmen have done the business in front of goal. Alfie May for Cheltenham Town.
Wowee.
Ryan Hardy off the bench for Plymouth Argyle. And just when it looked like another substitute, Sam Cosgrove had perhaps sealed a Wembley spot. The ball bounced off the post. And Cheltenham Town so close to winning it.
All Plymouth lose 2019, never lost. Time's up.
The question is who? It ends. Plymouth Argyle 1, Cheltenham Town 1.
They lost against Port Vale this season, actually, so they haven't lost at home since 2019. They haven't lost at home since they lost to Port Vale earlier on this season. Full time score 1-1, and we are going to penalties. Oh wow. Well, what a game. What a game. It's been a cracking match, I have to say, ladies and gentlemen. Watching this as a neutral, I've fully enjoyed it. There's been drama, there's been action. It's been a really good game. We've had 4 goals, 2 of them disallowed for Plymouth. I think they can count themselves a little bit unlucky about the goals that they didn't get. I'm talking about Cheltenham. They haven't lost against them since 2019. Oh, they haven't lost against Cheltenham since 2019. Ah, fair enough, okay. Argyle are massive. Well, to be honest with you, mate, the reason that they haven't lost against Cheltenham is because Cheltenham haven't been good enough against them. Plymouth have been too good the last couple of seasons, so really, you'll see what happens. But at the end of the day, it's all down to who. It's all down to who has the nerve, who can step up and score the penalty, who will be the hero, and who will be the villain. We're going to find out in a few moments' time. Let's reset the scoreboard because let's actually oh, that's the main cam. Sorry, I want the scoreboard. Right, let's move. Let's make this a bit bigger so we can get rid of the timer. And what we're gonna do, Plymouth manager. No, Plymouth. He's not a bad manager, is he? He's not a bad manager. He's a manager that could be taking them to the EFL Championship this season, mate. So gotta respect what he's done for them. Right, let's make that bigger. Yeah, Real Madrid won 5-2, by the way, against Liverpool. How sad. Penalty's going to be taken in front of the away end, by the looks of it. Right, let's reset the scoreboard to 0-0. And the first penalty is coming up now. Penalties. This is going to be tense. Penalty shootout to decide which team will be going to the EFL Trophy final on the 2nd of April. Plymouth or Cheltenham. Plymouth haven't lost a penalty shootout all season. Let's see what happens here. Luke Southwood has done brilliantly for Cheltenham in this game. He will be in goal for the first penalty. The first penalty then going to be taken for Plymouth. And it's going to be taken by the goal scorer, Ryan Hardy. Argyle. Since I was you, I've followed him. No, I don't follow them. Argyle with the first pen. Ryan Hardy, 1-0. Great penalty. Great penalty. Smashes it down the middle. Napoli, Real Madrid was obvious. Fair enough. It's a great pen. He just finishes it straight down the middle. Keeper dives to his left. 1-0 Plymouth. Liam Sercombe is going to be the first penalty taker for Cheltenham. I tell you what, he's going to be he's going to be under a lot of pressure. Cheltenham's first penalty to be taken by Liam Sercombe against Callum Burton. Oh, what a penalty! He has just smashed that into the bottom corner of the net. Smashed it low into the bottom corner. Callum Burton didn't even have time to move. He smashed it in before Burton even moved. That's a brilliant penalty. If you just joined, this is a penalty shootout. Plymouth versus Cheltenham. Plymouth really should have won the game in normal time. Oh! Slice of good fortune with that penalty from Sam Cosgrove. He hits it right-footed. He hits it low. And it does go in, actually, off the goalkeeper. Ah! Luke Southwood should have kept that out. He gets a touch onto it and it goes into the side netting. It's unlucky from him. Anfield was good today because of all Glory supporters. Liverpool can no longer say, oh, we haven't lost with fans. After this season, you can tell Anfield is a library. Cheltenham penalty. Oh, who was that? There's Charlie Brown. Charlie Brown hit the penalty on his left foot. Brilliant penalty, right into the side netting. Keeper does dive the correct way, just doesn't get it. So far, 4 well-taken penalties. Well, I say that. 3 well-taken penalties and a penalty that winning off the Cheltenham keeper. So, you could say Plymouth's penalty was a little bit fortunate. Fair play to you. We enjoyed the 15-minute commentary. Yeah, I've been on since the start of the game, actually, mate. A bit of a stutter. He's hit the post. Aye. Finn Hazard's the first player to miss a penalty. He hit the penalty, stuttered it as well. It was a big stutter. He kicked it, and he's hit the post. It's not... He hits the post. I mean, really? The keeper's already dived. He's putting it in there, and he's... Oh, man. That's a really poor penalty. He hits the post. It's a bit like, you know, Marcus Rashford's penalty in the Euro final. I know I don't really want to remember that, but that was a really poor penalty. It's advantage Cheltenham. And it's no other than the former Plymouth man, Ryan Broom. It's Ryan Broom, and it's saved! Redemption for Plymouth. A penalty missed by hitting the post. Finn has hit the post. And their former player, Ryan Broom, just steps up. And it's a poor penalty. It's pretty easy for Callum Burton to save. He dives low to his right-hand side. It's a good save. It's a good save, but a pretty poor pen. 2 each after 3 penalties. So, the defender, Macaulay Gillespie, to step up for Argyle. Oh, I tell you what, a slice of good fortune, but what a penalty. I mean, I tell you what, he smashed that in. They absolutely smashed that one in. Macaulay Gillespie, left-footed, smashes it. It bounces in off the underside of the crossbar. Let's be honest, the goalkeeper's nowhere near it. Smashes in off the underside of the crossbar and into the top of the net. Brilliant. Brilliant, well-taken penalty. Probably a slice of good fortune, but the keeper's nowhere near it. Argyle, Argyle is the chant in the background. Cheltenham's next penalty will be taken by Bonds. It's an awful penalty. It's saved by Callum Burton, and it's match point for Plymouth. If Plymouth score, they go to Wembley. 2 poor penalties. Looks like it's going to cost Cheltenham a place at Wembley. This is it. It's a really poor pen. Burton gets it the right way. Match point. But it'd be a bit of a shame for Cheltenham if it had to end this way. It's always a bad way to lose on a penalty shootout. Always a bad way to lose, certainly on penalties. This penalty for Plymouth. Oh, he's hit the bar! Oh my God! Oh my God! I don't believe this. I mean, in fairness, Plymouth had been the better side. Plymouth had been the better side all game. So if anyone was to win, it would probably be Plymouth. But bloody hell, who was that with a penalty? It was Houghton, who I think was man of the match as well for Plymouth. He hits the penalty and it cannons off the crossbar. Well, this is a massive penalty now, and it is no other than the goal scorer for Cheltenham, Alfie May. If he scores, we go to sudden death. If he misses, Plymouth are through. Alfie May with the 5th penalty for Cheltenham. And the biggest penalty of the match. It's Alfie May, right-footed. It's saved! Plymouth are off to Wembley! Plymouth Argyle are going to Wembley. Plymouth Argyle have won.
What a night it turned out to be. What a game it turned out to be. They will be marching to the arch. As many march onto the field in...
Ladies and gentlemen, going to the EFL Trophy final at Wembley Stadium. Plymouth Argyle. And there's a massive pitch invasion. I assume the likes of Liam Martin will be on that pitch.
It's over to you.
Wow.
Plymouth Argyle secure their place.
It's harsh on Cheltenham, but at the end of the day, 2 of their penalties were really poor and that cost them. Well, that's unfortunate for Cheltenham. Cheltenham have done really, really well, though. You've got to give credit to Cheltenham. They've done really well. They've done really, really well to get to this stage. But Plymouth Argyle, second in the league. The Masters on penalty shootouts. They're into a final.
It's a heartbreaking way to settle a football match, but it is so wonderfully dramatic, isn't it?
Well, what a semi-final, ladies and gentlemen. Absolutely magnificent. Commiserations to Cheltenham, by the way. They played really, really well. Certainly defensively as well. But at the end of the day, Argyle were the better side. Argyle were the better side in the 90 minutes. Had way more of the opportunities. But penalty shootouts, it's a national lottery in the penalty shootouts. Whoever has the nerve will win it. And Callum Burton has sent, with these penalty saves, he has sent Plymouth Argyle to, I think, only their second ever final, I believe.
There were some nervous penalties. And listen, it can happen at this stage. You're in the semi-final.
Fair play, by the way, to the Cheltenham fans that travelled down there. They saw they've got to be proud of their team because they played really well. But tonight belongs to Plymouth Argyle. Well, some kid failed a knee slide. I know, that's hilarious.
In the middle of all that is our reporter Debbie Craig with some instant reaction from Home Park.
There's loads of fans just jumping up and down next to each other.
Many congratulations, Callum. 3 saves in the penalty competition there.
Yeah, obviously we didn't want to take it to pens. We wanted to try.
I'll tell you what, fair play to them. I mean, if you look at the, I'll turn that off. I mean, fair play to them. You got to admit that's very fair play to them, because at the end of the day, whether you like it or not, you know, if you look at the stats at the end of the 90 minutes, Argyle were by country mile the better side. They deserved to go through in the 90 minutes. I think they got a bit of a shock when they conceded that goal, but at the end of the 90 minutes, Argyle were the team that probably deserved to go through. They had more of the ball, they had better of the game, they also hit the post. They had goals that were disallowed for offside, one that I thought was a bit debatable. So in a way, they'll probably say it's justice that they actually got through. But Cheltenham played well defensively. They kept them out for a lot of the game. At the end of the day, though, it's penalties for you. As soon as it went to penalties, I had a feeling Plymouth would win. But what a night! What a night for Plymouth! And what a semi-final! It's been a magnificent semi-final, and I'm so glad I watched this instead of the Liverpool game, because there's nothing better than the EFL. The EFL over the Champions League, or as I like to call it, the tourist competition. But you know, you got to say, there's no competition like the EFL. It's a magnificent competition. So unpredictable sometimes. It's I mean, it's heartbreaking for Cheltenham. I'm devastated for Cheltenham, I have to say, because I thought they did well defensively, and at the end of the day, it was just them penalties it's cost them. But well done to Plymouth Argyle, and they'll be into the final, taking on the winner of tomorrow night's game, which is Accrington or Bolton. Sadly, I won't be able to do that stream for you all, as I'm going to be busy. But I wish Accrington Stanley and Bolton Wanderers the very best of luck. Callum Burton's just received the Sky Sports Man of the Match, I assume just because of the penalty shootout. But I'd like to say the very best of luck to both of them teams tomorrow night, Accrington versus Bolton. We could have a shock on the cards if Accrington win, but we'll see what happens there. Next streams on the channel for the usual regulars, of course. Back live on Thursday evening with Manchester United taking on Barcelona, and then we're back live on Sunday afternoon for the EFL Cup, the Carabao Cup final between Manchester United and Newcastle United. But that's it for tonight. Thank you very much indeed. Give you the stats, one through very, very quickly. 14 shots, somehow only 4 on target though. For Plymouth Argyle. Cheltenham had 9 shots, 2 on target, and only saw 29% of the ball. So Plymouth dominated the game and deservedly go through. They're through on penalties after the game ended 1-1, but finishes 3-2 on penalties to Plymouth Argyle. I've been Dal Johnson. Thank you very much for joining. See you all again soon. Have a good night. Bye. Wowee.
One, two, three, four.